that the story. Stan Musially I interviewed. I wanted a great deal about Jackie Robinson, of course. So Roy Campanella is in this book. He had a teammate, Rex Barney. Rex Barney was the one who told me how in Philadelphia and in Cincinnati, the white fans were booing Robinson. And Pee Wee, who was from Louisville, Kentucky, a Southerner, walked across the diamond and put his arms around Jackie's shoulders. And that became my children's book teammates, in fact. Plus, you know, I did the last interview with Roger Maris before he died, so I wanted to put Roger's interview in there. Monty Irvin, who I was close to, had a wonderful interview with him. Monty, we had a sort of a panel of speakers here in St. Petersburg, and he and I were both on the panel. So I drove to his home in the middle of the state and picked him up and drove him back here. And in the interim, I asked him if I could interview him. And he said, of course. And during that interview, he was telling me how during World War II, he was in the Army and he was treated so miserably by the white officers, the Southern white officers, who just treated him terribly. And when he got home, he got a call from Branch Rickey asking him to be the first African American to break the color line. And he told Rickey that I'm still shaking from how I was treated during the war, and I can't possibly do that. And I'll give you a call in a couple of years when I can, you know, get my act together. And so Jackie, of course, he was the first. And about 2 years later, Monty called Rickey to say, okay, now I can play. But Effa Manley, who was the owner of the Newark team that Monty played on, wanted $10,000. And Rickey, being the cheap guy that he was, wouldn't pay it. And so Monty ended up, you know, the Horace Stoneham of the Giants paid Effa Manley the $10,000, and Monty Irvin ended up taking the New York Giants to pennants and world championships pennant anyway, in 1951, and a world championship in 1954.
Wow. So contract negotiations, that's something that's never changed in Major League Baseball.
That's right.
Now.